I got your bitch. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. They are to be ashamed. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Look at here. There you go. They're out here sharing marijuana. Look at here. There you go. The same old nasty ass people from last week. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Corner doing dope. 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 Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Look at here. There you go. They're out here sharing marijuana. Look at here. There you go. The same old nasty ass people from last week. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Corner doing dope. 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 Corner doing dope.
Make it clap. Make it clap.
I got your bitch. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. They are to be ashamed. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Look at here. There you go. They're out here sharing marijuana. Look at here. There you go. The same old nasty ass people from last week. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Corner doing dope. 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 Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Look at here. There you go. They're out here sharing marijuana. Look at here. There you go. The same old nasty ass people from last week. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Corner doing dope. 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 Corner doing dope.
Make it clap.
the BiffNet Studios World Headquarters in Spring, Texas, it's Barry on Deck, hosted by former ESPN Houston radio host and stand-up comedian Barry Laminack, starring Oliver the Cat. Written by Barry Laminack, produced by Barry Laminack, directed by, you guessed it, Barry Laminack, featuring sports, entertainment, special guests, film sessions, and some drinking. Okay, a lot of drinking. Viewer discretion is advised. And now, here's your host, Barry Laminack.
What's up, you damn dirty deckheads? Welcome to Barry on Deck. I am your host, Barry Laminack. Thank you guys for being here. Today is what? Wednesday, December 31st, 2025. And this is episode number 1025. Ending on a nice little round number there. So long, 2025. You can suck it, nerds. Well, not you, but you know what I mean. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the program. Hey, hello, hi, how you doing? Good to have you here for the final episode of Barry on Deck for 2025. Sorry, I'm fixing one of my slides. Trying to get it fixed for you. So hope you're doing well. We have some things to get to. Well, okay. I guess we're not going to have that slide. Fuck it. We got some things to get to today, including, okay, you dumb bitch, including our Barry on Deck Fantasy Football League winners for 2025. We've got to getting wasted tonight, Barry. Hey, what up, Chuck? Great question. And the answer is no. I don't really do anything on New Year's. The wife and I tend to just chill out, relax, mind our business, and, don't do a whole lot. That's what we do, or don't do, I guess, as the kids would say. But, I can't remember the last time that I've gone out and partied or done anything on New Year's. It's just never been a thing for me. I don't know. It's just never been like a high priority for Nora and I, or even when I was single or married to my previous wife, none of that. But I'm not one of those guys that's like, oh, you're dumb if you celebrate New Year's. I get it. I make resolutions that I don't stick to like everybody else. But I don't know. I don't do a lot of New Year's Eve celebratory shit. I'm trying to think of the last time Nora and I did something. It was like over a decade ago, way over a decade. So yeah, it's been a long while. New Year's Eve is amateur hour. Stay home. Ain't that the truth, John Dorier? Good to see you. What are you doing, Chuck? What's the plans? What's everybody's plans for tonight? I want to know. Put it in the chat. Nasty Nate said, anyone else drinking already? Not yet. I'll probably, make Nora and I some cocktails. I tell you what, I think my new favorite drink is Midori Sours. I don't know why I'm on that now all of a sudden, but it's delicious. And if you haven't had one, it's pretty easy. Get you some Midori, get you some vodka, some lemon juice, some lime juice. I think they add Contro. I think that's how you say it. And some Sprite. And, ooh, Lord Jesus, it's good. I should go make me one right now. Fireworks drinking, I might shag the neighbor across the street. Hell yeah, Chuck. I'm rooting for you, buddy. I'm rooting for you. May all your shags be shagtastic. I don't know. Good luck. I hope. What's your neighbor's name? What's his name? Okay. Now, see, that's inappropriate. I don't know why I did that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just kidding with you, Chuck. All right, we got shit to do. Let's see. We have okay. Nope. Oh man. My eyes are going blurry on me. They're blurry on me, people. So we got news. We've got our fantasy champs. We've got to look at the NFL final week. Chuck said inappropriate. Hey man, it's 2025. Love who you love, brother. We've got to do our fantasy champs. We got to look at NFL week 18. We've got the college football playoffs are upon us as well. And also, I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, yep, there is a game going on right now. Texas and Michigan are playing in the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl. My, how the mighty have fallen. If you go back, way back, what we're going to do right now is go back. How far you going back? Way back. And it goes a little something like this. Hit it. Preseason. Texas was number 1. Michigan was 14. I have the preseason polls right here. Where is it? I shall put them up for you. Let's see. Here's the preseason poll. Let's look at that. There you go. Ain't she a beaut? This is preseason. Texas was numero uno with 25 votes. Penn State was number 2 with 23 votes. Let me see if I can zoom in. There we go. That looks a little better there. Ohio State was 3. Clemson was 4. UGA was 5. Notre Dame 6. Oregon 7. Bama 8. LSU was 9. Miami was 10. I told you Arizona State was a fraud. They were 11. Illinois, told you they were a fraud. They were 12. South Carolina was 13. Michigan was 14. And they are currently, let's see, let's open up the front page. I should have it on there. They're currently 18 in the country. Well, in the playoff rankings. Florida was 15. SMU 16. K-State 17. OU 18. A&M 19. Indiana was 20. Woo, boy. Big swings and misses on this, huh? Iowa State was, or Ole Miss was 21, Iowa State 22, Tech 23, Tennessee 24, Boise was 25. So, man, you know what? Let's duplicate that tab and pull up the final rankings. No, not of the hell. There we go. CFP rankings. There we go. You see that right there. So yeah, there's your final rankings. Where to go? So there's Michigan at 18, U of H at 21, Texas at 13, Notre Dame 11, Miami 10. So yeah, a lot different than when we started the year. This is kind of crooked here. Let me, okay. I guess that's good enough. So, right now going ons, you've got Texas and Michigan, like I said, tied at 17 in the second quarter, excuse me. Duke and Arizona State at halftime. Nebraska, Utah, 14-14 in the second. So Duke's beating Arizona State 28-24. And then tonight, Miami and Ohio State go at it. Give me Ohio State and all of it. Give me all of it. I mean, I don't think they're going to win the whole thing, but they got a 70% chance according to the matchup predictor. I don't see the spread here. I mean, surely ESPN has something. Oh, I guess not. I don't know where they put their gambling stuff. They used to have it on here. I wonder if people got sick of it and were like, hey, stop shoving it down our damn throats already. But we can pull up Bovada for that. Did the Aggies score a touchdown last week? Shut up. Shut up, Chuck. Hey, what up, Cisco? Hi from high. Got to get back to work, so bye from high. Love you, Cisco. Thank you for popping in. Mucho appreciated to you, sir. Let me see. I'm going to try to pull up the odds here. I just use Bovada because that's where I place my little wagers and whatnot. Oh, I got to do the stupid ass authenticator app. Hate that so much. So we're going to have some fun today. We're going to, talk a little sports, bullshit a little bit. We're going to do a private hour. For those of you that are members of the Patreon, we will do our final private hour of 2025 just for you guys. And if you don't know what that is, we just hang out, shoot the shit, have a great time, do stuff that we don't normally do on program. We'll do it. There we go. We do it in the private hour. It's fun. We have a good time. So if you're not a member of the Patreon supporting the show in that way, that's one way to do it. And it's always appreciated. All right. Let's see here. Get rid of all that. I can do this, guys. I know I can. All right, here we go. So we are looking for odds tonight and for the rest of the playoff games. So let's see. College foosball. I'm going to put this on the screen for you. Let me see if I can. Oh, I like that. I like how wide it is. All right, so nobody else has put what they're doing for New Year's Eve in here in the chat, have they? No. No, nobody else. Just Chuck. So I want to know what y'all are doing for New Year's. Put it in there. What up, Mark? Chuck said he thinks the spread is 7.5. Let's see. It's 7.5. You are correct, sir. Well done, Chuck. Let's see. Yep, you guys can read that a little better there now. So there's Miami and Ohio State. 7.5. So Ohio State favored by a touchdown plus the hook. That half point, that matters. Over under is 40. So that means Vegas thinks if 7.5 is the hook, they think this is what? 23-17? Ohio State? I guess that's what they're going with. 23-17 is because the over-under is 40, so you would add 23 plus 17 is 40. I mean, it could be, somewhere around there, but it's difficult to get to that way. Maybe they, it could be 30-10 for all I know. But 23-17 sounds probably close. I think it'll be more than that, but we'll see. So that's tonight's game. Tomorrow, you got 3 games on the docket. Where are we at here? Well, we out here. So, okay. So let's see. Oh, nope. Give me the schedule, bitch. Just give me the schedule. There we go. Tomorrow, there's your 3 games. Nope. There they go. Tech and Oregon. Oregon versus Tech, I should say. Bama versus Indiana and Ole Miss versus Georgia. Spreads on those games look as such. Oregon favored by 2.5 over Texas Tech. I don't know if that's enough. I don't mean to be a Tech hater, but I just don't believe in Texas Tech. I'm sorry. Of course, I didn't believe in Indiana either. Indiana favored by 7 over Alabama. And Georgia is favored by 6.5 over Mississippi. So the odds makers, powers that be, think the closest of all of these is the Oregon-Texas Tech game. And the biggest spread is tonight's game, Miami and Ohio State. So there you go. Follow closely by Indiana, Alabama, no hook. Over-unders in those. So we said 40 was Miami and Ohio State. Oregon, Texas, 51.5. Alabama, Indiana, 48. And Mississippi, Georgia, the over-under is 56. They think that's going to be a shootout. I don't know. I'm not so sure. I do like Georgia in the 6.5 versus Ole Miss, though. I know everybody's like, oh, yeah, but Ole Miss without old Lane Kiffin sure did do good, didn't they? Well, did they? So there's your odds. If I was going to bet anything, I'd probably take Oregon and give the 2.5. I think they win by at least a field goal, probably a touchdown or more. In fact, you know what? Let's put our money where our mouth is. Do that. Risk a little $5 to win 435. Sure, why not? Actually, should we do a parlay? Let me do that one by itself. Okay, decline marketing, go away. All right, I'm gonna place that bet by itself. All right, now let's do a little parlay. Chat. Give me Tech, Georgia, and Indiana. Hey, what up? Pew, pew! John Dorie said he's staying home. Maybe neighbor's party, ain't driving nowhere. Smart man, smart man. Miami is not that good. They don't play anybody. Yep, I agree with that too, Chuck, even though they beat my Aggies. All right, let's do a parlay now. It's always a pain in the ass. So I'm going to take Ohio State and the 7.5. I'm going to take Oregon in the 2.5. I'm going to take Indiana, Bama is a touchdown. No hook, huh? Shit. I'll take Indiana in the touchdown and give the 7. And then I'll take Georgia and the 6.5. So I think I'm going with all the favorites. So let's see. I don't want to buy points. Risk $10 to win 120. Not bad. So if I risk 5, I win 60. Yeah, not too shabby. Let's put a 10 spot on that just for fun. And place that bet. All right, so we're taking Indiana and giving the 7, Ohio State giving the 7.5, Georgia giving the 6.5, Oregon giving 2.5. I like it. I don't know if any of these teams really cover. Man, and Tech hadn't played nobody, just like Miami. Bama could make that a game. I wish there was a hook there. I wish it was 7.5. I would take Bama in the 7.5. Let's see. If I take one dog, let me see here. If I get rid of Indiana, I think Indiana wins. But let's add Bama. And they're the 9 seed. That's crazy. That's crazy. What'd they do last game? Yeah, they beat OU 34-24. Okay, I like it. All right, we're going to stick with that. So we're going to go Oregon minus the points. Georgia given the 6.5. Ohio State's given 7.5, and Bama plus the 7. I like it. All right, let's risk our $10 and see what that gets us. Still 120. Really? That's kind of crazy. All right. Well, we'll take it. Let's go. Place that bet. Indiana runs well. Bama can't run, and it's supposed to be sloppy and wet. Just like you like it, huh, Total Dallas? What up, Terrence? What up, my sweet, sweet Donna? What up, Total Dallas? Big Stout in the building. What up, pimp? All right, we've got our parlay in. We've got our single bet in. Good to go. All right. So we've looked at the college football. Let's get, hold on here. What am I doing? Let's do our fantasy. Let's do our fantasy. What the fuck? Slide 2, slide 3, slide 4. Yeah. Let's do our fantasy updates. Let's do our fantasy champions. What up, Rudy Ross? Sanitize, wash hands, social distance. Back the fuck up. All right. Let me load these slides in here. Too many slides. Too many slides. Too many slides. Why is that doing that? That's weird. All right. Where? There's my champs. 1. Oh, so pretty. All right. Well, while we are here, I'll just go ahead and load them all. You guys can chill out. What you yelling for? I got that done. Got that done. So I want to know also, before we get to it, and we'll probably do this again next year, but then maybe not. What New Year's resolution or resolutions do you plan on making? What's going to be your promise to yourself that you're going to break? What's it going to be? All right. So let me know, what is your New Year's resolutions going to be? I haven't decided yet. I mean, one is to try to lose weight. 2, and this is going to be a difficult one, but 2, I want to post one video, one comedy related video. Either just, actually, I think the way I've thought about framing it was, I want to post something that makes people laugh every day of the year for 365 days on my Barry is Funny social media accounts. That's the plan. I don't know how far I'll get. I don't know how long I'll make it, but I definitely need to commit to it. So that's the goal. John Dorier said, stop drinking. That's your New Year's resolution. That's a damn good resolution, partner. Very good resolution. What up, Jeff Bell? And ain't hating on you. I ain't doing shit for New Year's Eve. Chilling at home with the pup and the girlfriend. Good for you, brother. Good for you. Donna said, good bet. Nasty Nate said, nah, that one's no good. At John, what? Stop that man from drinking. All right. Let's do our fantasy winners for 2025. Let me make sure I have this right. League 3 is yep. League 4 is yep. League 2, yep. And League 1, yep. Okay. Now I just need my music to play. There we go. All right, let's get to it. I can barely hear the music. That's all right. All right, here you go. League 1, your champion is... Oh my Josh. Let's go. That would be none other than Sylvia. Congratulations, Sylvia. I told y'all Sylvia's a beast. She's a damn beast when it comes to these fantasy streets, man. Y'all better recognize. Better stay off of it. Because she ain't having it. In fact, final score. Yeah, that was an ass whooping. Dre took an ass whooping in second place. Well, not an ass whooping. It's not terrible. Let's see. Oh yeah, Donna spanked the shit out of Jesus. He ain't gonna like that. All right, so here is your final stats. Oh my Josh beat Dr. Gone Check Yo Ass, which is Dr. Dre on 290, 243 to 210. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. We'll go to the box score here. Go to the matchup. There we go. That looks a little better. Let me zoom out here. Yeah, so week 16, it was 134 to 116. Sylvia won week 16. Week 17, she won that one as well, 109 to 94. So, Sylvia is your winner. Congratulations, Sylvia. By the way, not too shabby. Jenny's mom got third place in the league. So there you go. Your winner was Sylvia's Oh My Josh. Second place was Dr. Gone Check Yo Ass. And third place was Jenny's mom. All right. Next up, league number 2. My league, the league I was in, didn't stand a chance because, well. Look at the newbie. Look at the newbie. My sweet Donna. Just out here doing the damn thing. Donna wins League 2. And it wasn't even close. I know. So Donna wins League 2. Hold on. What the shit is this? Here we go. And let's see. This one kind of was an ass whooping, if I'm being honest. Uh-oh. So Cece made me a graphic for Donna, and it is fantastic. I was trying to get it. Oh, where did it go? Oh, shit. Here, I'm just gonna email it to myself because this is amazing. This is amazing work by CC. How do I send this? Oh, there we go. Send email. I'm just gonna email it to myself. That's always easier. All right, so Donna wins League 2. Congratulations, Donna. Jesus came in second place, and Katie's Jerry Jones's Ego was in third place. So the final matchup on League 2 looked like this. It really wasn't close. 314 to 205. My goodness, Donna. Holy shit. So week 1, she put up 177 and Jesus put up 118. Week 2 was 137 to 87. Golly. That's an ass whooping. That is an ass whooping of major proportions. And this was her first time ever playing fantasy. That's crazy. That's crazy. And here we go. Oh, here's the image. Okay. Let me save this to the show. Okay. Yeah. Here's the I love this. This graphic is so great. Here it is. This is what Cece made. Look at Donna. Go, girl. Get it. That's hilarious. I love that so much. 2025 Fantasy Football Champ. So Donna wins League 2. Just wasn't close. Like I said, not even close. So congratulations to Donna. All right, League 3. Give him the old white tour. That's your boy Cisco. Cisco wins League 3, beating a messes Inno Hot Steppers, or Inno Steppers, I should say. And that one, whoo, you talk about an ass whooping. So was that. Let's see, Donna won 314 to 205. Cisco won 317 to 173. Now, I will say credit to Amos because I think that was an auto draft team and he managed to take it all the way to the finals. So not too shabby. The breakdown on this one, there's the final score, 317 to 173. Over in week 16, Cisco, that's where he won it. Cisco outscored Amos 185 to 66. That's crazy. And then in week 17, it was 131 to 107. That gets you 317 to 173. So 317 was the most points so far. It's also the biggest margin of victory. What goes to Cisco. So congratulations to Cisco, Mr. High from High. And finally, League 4 winner is the boss lady, Jen. Let's get it, Jen. John Dorier said Donna roided up her team. No, she did not. But Jen wins League 4. All you nerds can suck it. Congratulations, Jen. So Jen wins League 4. And in that one, let's see what the final score was. Pretty close, actually. Really close. Final score was 270 to 241. So Jen beats Keith Sager in the finals, and then Skiggity's Austin Isotopes came in third place. So congratulations to Jen. She put up 270. Let's see. So week 16, I should say, it was really close. In fact, Keith had a 2-point lead after week 1. Keith put up 120.9. Jen put up 118.6. And then week 17, boy, DJ Moore really failed you, Keith. As did Jameson Williams and Josh Jacobs. Jesus. Keith had 3 players in double figures. Everybody else single digits. Whew, can't win like that. Jen only had 2 players in single digits. Everybody else had at least 10, including the Texans defense. That's pretty good. Go, Jen. So just to recap, your League 1 winner, oh my Josh, that's Sylvia. Your League 2 winner, Team Joe Shiesty, that's Donna. Your League 3 winner, give him the old Watua, that's Cisco. Your League 4 winner, Jen's Pure Royalty. 3 of the 4 leagues won by the Decats. What? I told y'all we got the smartest female sports fans in the world right here in the Barry on Deck community. Without a doubt, of the world, Craig. That's crazy. And in League 1, Jenny was in third place. So we had first and third place female finish. We had a first place finish from the female Decats. We had, Tony acts like a bitch, so that's third place too. And then Jen's Pure Royalty. The Decades represented really well. I'm very proud of them. I'm excited for them. Congratulations to all the winners. So you all win $50 cash money and a $50 Amazon gift card and a trophy. So I think, did I say trophy? I don't know. I got to go look. I'm just happy I didn't get last. Well, there's that. Are these like 6-team leagues? No, it's all 10-team leagues, bro. Just straight up regular Road Dog Fantasy. So they'll all get $50 in cash plus $50 gift card, Amazon gift card. And I got to go back and look and see if I said a trophy or not. And then the overall points. Who had the most points for the year? I'll have to go and add that up. I'll have that for you next week. So we'll just see which team scored the absolute most points. You know what? It might be. Does the standings have that? Do these include? I believe they do. 8 and 5. Is that right? So, Donna, let's see. No, that's through 13 weeks. Oh, okay. So that's a regular season point totals. Okay, good. Yeah, because I don't want to. We can't include playoff point totals. That's not fair. Because some people, if you don't make the playoffs, like me, if I don't make the playoffs, I ain't changing teams for freaking third place or no bullshit like that. So that said, here's your final point totals. Let me get this up here. In League One, Dandy Dan had the most points scored. 1,770. Sylvia was third with 1,538. Jenny was second with 1,592. Mimi was fourth with 1,509 points. Poor Mimi. 1,509 points, and she finished 10th in the league. Oh, I guess she stopped changing her teams probably. Yeah, that sucks. But 3 of the top 4 in that league, females. Love it. Over in League 2, KD had the most points, 1,729. Then Spoon, then Jesus, then Donna. And Donna had 1,607. Cece had 1,552 at let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was 6th best in the league. And then League 3, Tony the Handsome had the most points, 1,888. God, that wasn't even close. He finished 11-2 and didn't win. Came in third. Ouch. Ouch. Cisco was your winner in the league. He had 1,661 points. Potch had 1,599. Josh had 1,538. And Lisa had 1,435. And, Amos was your second place winner with 1,458. And in League 4, Keith had the most points, 1,682. Philip Bernard was second with 1,613. Skiggity was third with 1,580. And then John Westling was fourth with 1,575. Jen was fifth in points. 7-6, 1,553. It ends up winning the whole damn thing. The whole thing. It's crazy. Clarence was 3-10 and had the second most points. Aaron had 1,368, the lowest in the league, and still finished better with a better record in the regular season than Clarence. All right. So there's your point total. So let's see who had the most. 17, 1770, 1729. So Tony is your overall points winner. 1888. Congratulations, Tony. I delete the app if I don't make the playoffs. I don't blame you, bro. I do the same shit. I don't really play after that. Did I win? No, Alex, you didn't fucking win. What league are you in, Alex? You. Shit, where's Alex at? Yeah. Is that you, Husky Nation? Yeah. That's you. You did not win. You finished 5-8. Jesus. That's terrible. 5-8? You suck. I was 6-7. Like a boss. All right, well, congratulations to all the winners. Jen, you just missed it. I just did all the fantasy league winners. There's your slide, boss. Congratulations, Jen. Yeah, 3 of our 4 league winners were Deckettes. It's pretty badass. Pretty badass. You suck too. Alex, you suck too. You suck too. MFer. All right. Jen said I'm cooking for the Ohio State game. Oh, yeah? What are you making? Some humble pie? All right, I'll fuck off. All right. So that's some college football for you we got through. That's the fantasy. I didn't even pull it up on the thing, but fantasy be done. What are you making, Jen? That's what I need to know. What you making, sis? What is you making, sis? Bitch, hell no. We're gonna whoop ass. Well, I put my money on Ohio State. So you better. Let's see. Yeah, I put them in a parlay. I took Ohio State, gave the points. Oregon State gave the points. Georgia gave the points. And Bama took the points. So there you go. What up, Joe Bro? B. Hannah said, thank goodness. Thank goodness for what? Dub said, the U. 100. All right. Well, y'all are rolling in. 7-layer dip. Ooh, turkey and cheese croissant sandwiches and stuffed mushrooms. Well, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Stuffed mushrooms are disgusting. I'm just going to go ahead and say it right now. But everything else sounds amazing. Jen said copycat Olive Garden recipe. Oh, for the stuffed mushrooms? Okay. I'm just not a mushroom guy. I like mushrooms on my steak, but they got to be like, marinated and all that. And but yeah, just like Nora would probably eat stuffed mushrooms. She also likes stuffed jalapenos, but she's Mexican. They eat jalapenos on everything. Everything. I'm telling you. What is this? Oh, okay. Dominoes, calm down. Save me a plate. Alex, no, Joe Pro said, save me a plate, buck their eyes or whatever. Watch party at Jen's house. What up, Alec? By the way, Alec. Sorry, brother. I was in the midst of doing the fantasy stuff, brother. Thank you for resubscribing. For 22 months, for 28 months, you're the man, Alec. Happy New Year's to you too, brother. Is it Happy New Year's? Yeah, Happy New Year. I say New Year or New Year's? What up, Chris? Stuffed crust is the only stuffed food I eat. I'm trying to think, what else do I eat that's stuffed? I stuff my mouth. I don't know. But Alec, you'll be happy to know I also took your Oregon Ducks. I believe in them, at least for another round, brother. I believe in them for one more round, at least. I had I don't have like an updated, what the shit is going on here? Oh, I didn't update this, but, so Oregon, I think, beats Tech. I still think Indiana wins, but I'll take Bama in the points on that one. OU was favored by 1 in that. And I took Georgia in the points and Ohio State in the points. So Ohio State, yeah. So I think it looks like we'll have Oregon versus Indiana, Georgia, Ohio State. Not too shabby. 3 Big Ten teams. So much for SEC dominance, huh? I mean, there's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 SEC teams in the college football playoffs, and there was 1, 2, 3 Big Ten teams, but 2 of those got first round byes. Why does everyone in Texas hate on Tech? I'll tell you why. It's a great question, B. Hannon. It's a great question. And if I'm being honest, I'm not hating on them per se. I just don't believe in them because they didn't play anybody. They really haven't played anybody all year. I mean, look, we can pull up their schedule. Where is it? Where's Tech? Here we go. I'll pull up the damn schedule. I ain't scared of you. This is who Tech played. Bama or Joe Pro said because they throw tortillas and have STDs. That's a good enough reason in my book. So here was Tech's schedule for 2025. This is the teams that they play. Arkansas, Pine Bluff, Kent State, Oregon State, Utah, Houston, Kansas, Arizona State, Oklahoma State, Kansas State, BYU, UCF, West Virginia, and then BYU in the Big 12 title game. So they beat BYU twice. And they beat Utah and Houston, which are, yeah, I mean, dude, it's just that resume right there. It's bad. It's just not good. Not good. Their only loss was Arizona State on the road by 4. That's good. But I mean, that's just not a schedule that you look at and go, wow, that team right there. That team is scary. So that's why. That's why. Chris said because Tech is almost in California. Well, probably closer to New Mexico. But Chris from St. Music said he also eats stuffed baked potatoes. I pick up the tortillas, not the STDs, said Alex. Well, yeah, you can't pick up an STD if you already have one, Alex. So there's that. Okay. And that's why. I hope that answers your question, B. Hannon. But I don't believe in them because of that schedule. I mean, who are they playing again? They're playing Oregon, right? Well, we can look at Oregon's schedule. We can do the same thing. We look at Oregon's schedule. Alec can tell you. Oregon played Montana State, Oklahoma State, Northwestern, Oregon State. So about the same right there. Penn State, that took overtime. They lost to Indiana by 10. They beat Rutgers, Wisconsin, Iowa, Minnesota, USC, Washington. Not great. Not great. Not a murderer's row either. But there's something to be said for having one loss, and then they won their first round playoff game. That wasn't close. But there's something to be said for having one loss in the Big Ten as opposed to the Big 12. Just my opinion. But that's just not don't get me wrong. That's not a crazy hard schedule like they had last year. You look at what Oregon did last year. They beat Ohio State, beat Illinois, beat Penn State, and then, of course, lost to Ohio State again. But that was, that was better, but not difficult. But Oregon has skins on the wall. And I get it. Tech has paid for a hell of a team. And that's no different than any other team in college is doing. They went out and spent bigly. And it paid off in spades. They got a first round bye in the college football playoffs. That's crazy. But they were smart because they were like, look, we can buy a team that can win the Big 12. And that's exactly what they did. And I'm not knocking that. That's smart. You got to play who's on your schedule and in your conference. But don't come up and it's kind of like when, James Madison and Tulane, it's like, yeah, but I don't know. Just don't have the same kind of love for them, I guess. And I watched a couple of their games. They're good, but they're not beating the best teams in college football. They're just not. Yeah, it says, in what timeline are we living in that Oregon is in the Big Ten? It's still so weird to me. I know. It's crazy. I'm even trying to wrap my head around OU and UT being in the SEC now. B-Hand said, or because UT and A&M aren't in the mix. Nope, that's not it. That's not it. Not it at all. Joe Pro done pissed off CC. She's like, Joe Pro, watch your mouth. What did Joe Pro say? And Oregon in the Big Ten. That's all I see that he said. Oh, it was about the Tech stuff. Never mind. It was about the Tech stuff. Yeah, she will beat your ass. Don't talk about Tech. Don't talk about Bama or the Cowboys. And you go with CC. She won't beat you up. And when it comes to Jen, don't talk about Ohio State. Don't talk about any team in Cleveland. And don't try to touch her hair. And you be good. She won't beat you up. What up, Jacob? Good to see you, Pippin. Happy New Year to you, brother. What the shit is that? Rudy Ross said his resolution was to go to the doctor next year. That's good, bro. You need to. I need to, too. Let me tell you what. I need to also. I got a whole plethora. I'm breaking down, bro. My big fat old ass is breaking down. One thing that won't happen, though, when I go to the doctor, they're not going to be like, you got a dirty butthole. That's not going to happen. Everything else is on the table. Jacob said, went to the Oregon JMU game since I live here now. And man, that was an ass whooping. But the atmosphere was electric. That's so dope. That's so dope. That's so dope. Donna said, no, not again. Don't worry, Donna. I'm not going to go into details. I did take a photo, though, Donna. I took one just for you of my clean butthole. I'm going to show it to you real fast, Donna. Let me see if I can find my clean butthole. There it is. I took this. That's a screenshot from Temu. I believe I'm going to have to make a video about that. Temu, what is you doing? That is supposed to be an inflatable pillow. I'm sorry, but that looks like an asshole. if I've ever seen one. So does this. I watched the replay of yesterday. Yeah, Timo also had this on the site. I don't know what in the fuck that is. What is that? It says 360 degrees surrounding style traceless strangulation. I don't even know what this is. I don't even know what this is for. Why are you strangling yourself? The photo of the... I don't get it. What the fuck is that? I need to look that up. Let me see if I can find this. Timo 360 degree surrounding style traceless strangulation. What does that even mean? Hey, what up, Brian? Good to see you, brother. Happy New Year to you. When did Total Dallas get into modeling? I don't know what in the fuck this is. It's a support belt? Oh, somebody had already posted about this on Instagram. They're like, what the fuck is this, Timo? Fuck if I know. Let's see here. I hate this stupid ass. Oh, fuck off. I don't want your prizes. I don't want your dumbass shit, Timo. You can go fuck yourself. Seriously. Right in your blue pillow butthole. But they want $54 for whatever in the fuck that is? What in the fuck is that? I feel like there's going to be... Oh, Jesus. Hernia belt, truss, elastic band design. What is happening there? Is what I need. What is happening right there? Look, what is this, man? What happened to her arm? That woman's arm just disappears into his side. This is crazy. That's weird. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so it's a hernia belt. Okay. I didn't even know they made those. Oh, here's the sizes. Wow. Who's got a 28-inch hernia area? That's fucking weird, Timo. Fucking weird. Joe Rose said, Jacob said, he said, better question. How do you know that was TD? Jacob said, my stupid ass fantasy commissioner made week 18 part of our fantasy football championship. The first time I've ever made it. How lame is that? Yeah, that's pretty lame. That's pretty lame. No one should be playing fantasy in week 18. Nobody. Nobody. It's why we're doing the pick'em. By the way, pick'em is in. For those of you that haven't gotten your picks in yet, CC, looking at you. We're doing pick'em for 2 NFL teams. Nate said, do they have a small? We have 10 responses so far. Total Dallas, my sweet Donna, Terrence, Mark G. I think that's Queen Bee's Spice. Mina, PB Dubs, Titan Hugo, Jeff Bell, and myself. So we have 10 people who have put in their picks. I'm putting the link in right now. Cece said, oh, yeah, I was 9 white. Yes, I swore I did it last night. You did, but I was looking at the email like, what the fuck? You was drinking, Cece. You was drinking 100%. If I pasted what you put as your email, first of all, everyone would be able to figure it out, so I won't do that. But you spelled queen with 2 W's. She said, oh, I was Frank. I was Frank. You spelled queen with 2. Your E was not working. She says, I want to know what I put. Okay, I'm going to post it. Here it is. Let me see. I'm just going to do this. Add input. Title. Let's just go text. This is what you put as your email. I also have no idea what I picked. Well, that's the way to care. Uh-oh. Shut up. Let me see. Okay. I think I got it. I think I got it. Yeah. Oh. That was what you put right there, CC. What kind of fucking... Joe Pro said I'm fluent in Franc. Took 5 years in college. I can translate. Well, you're going to need to put you to work. Put you to work. Because that is a goddamn hot mess right there. That's what that is. Look at that. CC had 3 W's in Queen Bee Spice. Not a single goddamn E to be seen. She put the N with the tilde above it. Not even the regular L. Just .com, like that's a XOM. Whoo, shit. So this was Queen Bee Spook. I'm not saying it. I'll start saying curse words and shit, racist Spanish words. Like, why do you have SPIC in the middle of that, CC? It's not okay. Hot main Exum. That's... Well, we definitely know you was drinking. W is next to E. Obviously... That says Queen Bee Spice on the Mexican Hotmail server. Yeah, I know W's next to E. I get that. But how the fuck does she get the N with the tilde? Yes, you did get your pick in. You 1,000% got your pick in. Yes, you did. I'm not going to tell you who you picked, though. Because I don't want people being like, oh, well, if she picked... then I can, and I'll change, because you're in the running right now. You have 9 points. Here's the update, by the way. Let's do this. This is what it looks like. So Titan Hugo's in first with 11. Myself and Alex Villanueva tied for second with 10. You and Donna tied for fourth with 9. Then Total Dallas, Jeff, Mark, Terrence, Dave, Jen, Sylvia, Spoon. Brian said, what did you have to drink? That's a great question. What on earth did you have to drink? Whew. Better yet, how much of it did you have? Jeez. That's crazy. So no, I don't want to tell people what you picked because Donna will be like, well, I'm going to pick the opposite. And try to, beat you. So I don't want to do that. But I can tell you that okay. Okay. That's interesting. Boy, these point totals. I'm surprised you even got a point total in there. I'm surprised you got actual numbers. Hey, what up, John? Good to see you, man. Happy New Year, pimp. Mark said, yeah, that's how I won the first pick'em. You were just picking opposite of everybody. Got ahead and just picked the same as others so they couldn't catch me. See? You won the bet with Mark G. What was the bet? Oh, yeah, you did. CC said I put a Batman symbol for your point total. Yeah. Donna said, no judgment on my coach. Donna had a coach for fantasy, which is why she did so well. You know what they say? Those who can do, those who can't coach. Sorry, CC. All right, so 10 of you have posted your picks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I should say 9 of you because I was one of them. So here's the link for the pick'em for this week. You're picking the winner of Carolina, Tampa Bay, and Seattle, San Francisco. And you have to give total points for each. So you need to, like, if you think the game's going to be 21-20, you put 41. Okay? That will be used for tiebreak purposes. Closest, the team that comes closest to the number will get the edge over the other team if there's a tie. And we'll start with, it'll go in order. So we'll start with the Carolina, Tampa Bay. And if they both, happen to use it, then we'll go to the next one, which will be Seattle, San Francisco. Okay? So that'll be how we break the tie. The first game would be Carolina, Tampa for the tiebreak. And then it would be Seattle, San Francisco if we need it. Got it? Good. And it shows you on the form, like, where to enter all that shit. Pretty easy. Donna and CC running a team. I want to hang out in that owner's suite. Man. That would be last week's game. I went 4-0. Last week's game. What do you mean? Last week's game. You went 4-0. Which game? Last week's game. We didn't have a pick'em last week. I fucked up. I fucked up. Well, you're not even in it anyways. You're not even in the pick'em, Brian. What the hell are you talking about, Brian? The college game. What are you talking? Are you just, you're talking about okay. You're just talking about the college playoffs. Was that against the spread? You want to impress me? Go 4-0 against the spread in college. Although that first round, pretty easy. Other than OU favored by 1, but I probably would have taken Bama in the points for show. Damn, I'm late, but I'm here. Hey, what up, Uriel? Good to see you, pimp. So, all right, we got fantasy out of the way. We got some college foosball in. Let's do our headlines, and then we'll jump into some NFL before we wrap this bitch up for the year. I do have two, and we'll probably go through this in the private hour, which, by the way, we are doing a private hour today. It'll start at 5-ish when this show's over. Uriel, is you drunk? I have a feeling a lot of you have been drinking. I picked them on the show I was on last Saturday. Oh, gotcha. So let's do our headlines. We'll talk some NFL, and then we will wrap it up. And in the private hour, I've got some cool shit from like the Athletic and stuff, like year in review stuff. We'll go through that and some other ones from not just from the Athletic, but from like Google and all that. So that's probably what we'll do in the private hour. So if you're not a member of Patreon, you want to join us on the private hour, you can absolutely do so. Yeah. All right, I'm in Austin. I have to be drunk here. That is a fact. All right, let's get our headlines in. Come on. All right, here's your sports headlines for the day. Oh, my. Not again. Boy, it has not been a good week for Patriots fans or players for that matter. Christian Barmore facing assault and battery charges. Family assault, I believe is what they call it. Let me see. So charged with assault and battery on a household family member, according to court docs. Charges stem from an alleged incident on August 8th. It was filed December 16th. Now, here's what's interesting. So yesterday, it says, according to charging documents obtained by ABC, a woman who had been in a relationship with Barmore alleged that he became angry with her about the air conditioning temperature in his bedroom and that they also had argued over food. What? That guy? Arguing over food? You don't say. Woman told police that Barmore grabbed her phone from her hand while she was trying to leave the house, according to court docs. Charging docs stated the woman intended to open the door and scream for help, but Christian grabbed her before she could and threw her to the floor. She said Barmore grabbed her by the shirt in the area of the neck as she tried to get up, but eventually let her go. Barmore, 26, is in his fifth year with the Patriots. Mike Vrabel told reporters that Barmore was not with the team Wednesday due to illness. Charges against Barmore comes one day after Patriots wide receiver Stephon Diggs. We talked about that. As part of the statement regarding the charges against Diggs, Patriots said Stephon has informed the organization that he categorically denies the allegations. We support Stephon. But what's interesting is they didn't say that about Christian Barmore. They never said, we support Christian. And to be quite honest with you, from the filings of the two, Stephon sounds way worse. They're both bad. They're both awful. They're both should not happen. We'll have to see how this plays out. My guess is, if you just want to guess, the world we live in, unfortunately, these guys will settle out of court. The females that have filed the complaints and the police reports will get a sum of money, have to sign an NDA, never be able to talk about this again, ever. Go away. Let us be brutes and jocks and escape any kind of punishment. And that's how it goes. So sucks. Oh. What happened to YouTube? Is YouTube down? Oh no, it's not down. Yep, that's my guess. That's my guess. Nate said throw money at a problem. Throw money at it, problem solved. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Sucks if you're the victim and you want retribution. I mean, you're going to get paid, but is it worth it? And, we don't know the truth. I get it. But until we hear otherwise, y'all know how I feel about it. But that's crazy. That's 2 in 2 days coming out of Patriots camp. What the fuck is going on with my notifications? This is crazy. Oh. Okay. All right, your other headline, Dan Lanning. Joe Bro said, I have often disagreed with a woman over food and the thermostat. Guess what? I shut the fuck up and go to bed hungry and sweaty. Yeah. Yeah. As a man should, Joe Pro. As a man should. Somebody asked, have we used a timeout yet? Not yet, Uriel. No one has used the timeout. And Total Dallas isn't even here. He's not here on the YouTubes, and he's not here in Twitch. So, Don said, I owe Total Dallas a timeout for his dumb dad jokes on the Discord. I love that it carries over now, just spills over into the show. Total Dallas, he can't live his life. Poor guy. You guys are just won't let him live his life, will you? Bunch of damn jerks. So, Dan Lanning has reiterated something he stated before, which was he thinks that the playoffs and everything should be over Jan 1. Here's his quote. Every playoff game should be played every single weekend until you finish the season. Even if it means we start week 0 or you eliminate a bye, the season ends January 1. And then the portal opens. Then coaches that have to move on to their next opportunities get to move to their next opportunities. Yes. Yes to all of that. Why can't they do that? It just makes so much sense. Yes to all of it. It all makes sense. It's all smart, which is why they won't do it. That's why they won't do it. It also says Oregon offensive coordinator Will Stein and defensive coordinator Tosh Lupoy are juggling their responsibilities for the Ducks and their new schools. So is Ohio State offensive coordinator wide receiver Brian Hartline, the new coach at USF. Our national championship game this year is January 19th. And that's really hard to envision as a coach that's going out and trying to join a new program and start a staff. It's hard for players to understand what continuity looks like and where they're going to be at, and to manage that with visits, the portal, everything else that exists. The clear way to do this is to bump the season up and make sure the playoffs happen a lot faster. Yeah. Lanning had said multiple times that playing in the first round last week against James Madison helped his team stay in rhythm. Though after the win, he lamented that Oregon didn't meet a standard of performance during the Ducks' 51-34 victory. Let's see. We added periods, and there'd be sudden change to practice, McGuire said. So what is this? Texas Tech coach Joey McGuire said he talked to multiple coaches with first-round buys last year, including Arizona State's Kenny Dillingham, to give advice on avoiding a similar fate. McGuire said that the extra time off benefited his team from a health perspective, particularly for Baron Morton, and that they did more work with the first-team offense and defense. We added periods, or there'd be sudden changes in practice. So Howard was blocking David Bailey or trying to block him from the standpoint, just the speed of the game. Okay, none of that matters. I don't disagree. I don't disagree with anything that he said. I mean, it just makes a ton of sense. We talked about it on the show. It's just you've got to make sure that these guys and everybody else, the players, the coaches, the teams, there can't be instability at the biggest time of the year, because these bowl games, these playoffs, this is what you're playing for. Imagine you're in the first or second round of the NFL playoffs. Some guys just don't want to play. Some guys want to go to another team. Coaches leave and go to another team. It's crazy. This is the only sport that really happens in. At this rate, at this level. I mean, imagine March Madness. Imagine that. You got a great recruit, and in the first round or before the tournament starts, they're like, yeah, I'm going to go to another team. I'm going to sit out the tournament. What? Yeah. Or a coach is just like, yeah, Calipari's like, I got a new gig. I'm out. Good luck at the tournament. Could you imagine Kelvin Sampson being like, Well, Duke offered me a gig, Houston, so see ya. Good luck in the tourney. I'll be coaching over there. It's crazy. It's crazy, and they do need to fix it. All right, well, let's see. What was that on? Let's see. Damn, B. Hannon? B. Hannon timed out. Alex Villanueva. Happy New Year, my brother. Oh, that sucks. Did the mods get him? Let's see. Yes, they did. He gone. CC timed him out. We'll see you in 600 seconds, Alex. Yeah, Brian Pettis said, who's in charge of the NCAA? No one. Well, yeah, I don't disagree. Here's the thing. They have like these board of regents and all these other boards, so to speak. The problem is that every conference wants to do their own thing, or, they can't align properly with the rest. And then you got the big boy conferences that are like, yeah, I get that this would be fair for the AAC and the MAC, but we don't give a shit. You guys ain't making no money. You guys don't have blue chip programs. We do. That's part of the problem. Uriel said, I think he meant me, but that's my fault. But it's not my fault. We Villanuevas look alike. That's funny, Uriel. Total Dallas said timeout is for losers. Well, you dodged that bullet, Total Dallas. Yeah, Brian said, Barry, my thought is after bowls are done, the coach can change team, then open the portal. Yeah, that's what Lanning is saying. Once the postseason is done, is when all this shit should occur, and that's why he's saying you got to get it done by Jan 1. This can't carry over into the end of January. It just can't. And it makes sense. I mean, it just makes a ton of sense. I told Alice I'm gonna sit out the tourney because I'm going pro. That too. So there's your sports headlines. College football is in this weird transition, I guess, of figuring out, okay, we have to pay players, or they have to be able to get paid. How do we do that? They tried to come up with some sort of salary cap since the legislators said, yeah, you can actually even pay them if you want, but there can be some sort of cap. So it's a mess right now, is what it is. It's an absolute mess, and they're gonna have to figure it all out, and they will, along with figuring out the playoff structure. I mean, look, I'm not gonna beat a dead horse. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you what I think they should do. I know where this is headed. Does 16 teams make sense? Probably not. I don't think there's a team that didn't make the playoffs save for Notre Dame. Maybe Notre Dame. Maybe. That really has a real legitimate shot at a national title. I mean, look, let me pull up ESPN again. I just had, by the way, Texas up on Michigan 24-20 in the third quarter. 4 minutes left in the third. What time does the Ohio State game start? I want to be done in time to make 6:30. Ooh. Maybe only a private half hour today. I can't miss that. I got to go make din. What was I looking at? Oh, yeah, the rankings. So, like, none of these teams if if I zoom in, there we go. So here's your playoff rankings, final rankings, right? And Notre Dame didn't make it, one, get in a conference, but two, they had number 20 Tulane and number 24 James Madison in the field of 12. There's 11 and 12. So Notre Dame didn't make it. BYU didn't make it. Texas didn't make it. Vanderbilt, Utah, USC, Arizona, Michigan, UVA, Houston, Georgia Tech, Iowa, and University of North Texas. On that list, with a real legitimate shot of making a run to the Natty, Notre Dame and Texas maybe. Texas had 3 losses. They've proven, they beat some good squads. And they beat a couple of playoff teams. Hell, they beat A&M. They beat OU. So they have wins over playoff teams. And at the time, A&M was 3rd. But they lost to Georgia. They lost to Florida, lost to Ohio State. And so that's why you look at that and go, Ohio State, Georgia, there's your upper echelon. Notre Dame. Yeah, they had losses to 2 playoff teams, Miami and A&M, and then didn't beat another playoff team because they didn't play one. So why would you believe that they could make a run at a Natty? I don't know. But I know James Madison and Tulane had no business being there, and I would have rather have seen Notre Dame and Texas. I don't need to see BYU. I'm sorry. I don't need to see BYU. They ain't that good. We talked earlier in the show about why doesn't anyone believe in Tech, and I said it's because of their schedule. Well, look at BYU. They didn't play nobody this year. Again, because the Big 12 is meh. BYU's big games were against Texas Tech, and they lost both. Other than that, they ain't play nobody. So that's not going to convince me that they need to expand it. I think 12 is the sweet spot, but you got to get the right 12. And I know they want to, you got to get, what was it, the American and the group of 5. No, the fuck you don't. I want to see the best 12 teams in college football play each other. That's it. That's all I want to see. That's it. So take some of the better teams from the Big 10 and the ACC, put them in the SEC or the Big 12. The Big 12 and the ACC, put them in the Big 10 and the SEC, shut those other 2 down, and everybody else can fuck off. Notre Dame needs to get in the conference. Just be done with it. And then, I've said it a million times, Big 10 plays until there's a winner of the Big 10. The SEC plays until there's a winner of the SEC, and then they play each other for the national title. Done. It's so easy. I don't understand why they can't get that right. Bless me. Thank me. I'm welcome. All right. Let's see. What else? I don't know what that means. Tengo el gato en los pantalones. Oh. There's a cat in your pants? What? What? Is that what that means? There's a cat in your drawers? I gotta run that through Google Translate. I don't know what that means. Okay. I don't know. Kiss my ass, Total Dallas. So Dallas said, Barry, since you don't have a job, you want to be college football commissioner? First of all, I do have a job, bitch. I got 2 jobs. This and comedy. But yes, I'll do it. Yes, I'll do it. Oh, that's Spanish is from Martin in the movie Blue Streak. Blue Streak is so underrated. Blue Streak is so underrated. Yo, Bash! What's up, pimp? Excuse me, good to see you, man. Ladies and gentlemen, Bash in the building. Let me give a shout out to Bash. Let's see. How the hell you do the shout out again? Shout out Bash World 2K. I hope that worked. Yes, got it. Bash, what's up, pimpin'? Man, he said, you see my Spurs? Bro, your Spurs are balling. And let's be real. Everybody loves to talk about the defense of the Rockets and the Thunder. You go put some respect on the Spurs defense. You heard me? The Spurs might be the better defensive team of the 3 when it's all said and done. They're giving up 113 a game. Rockets are giving up 112. OKC's giving up 107. But I digress. Spurs legit. 2 seed right now. Second in the West. 23-9. Third best winning percentage in basketball. Pistons are 25-8. The Pistons are this year's Cavs, by the way. Bash said, we got that D. Pause. No Diddy. That's hilarious. Yeah, Cece said our. Cece's a Spurs fan too, so she's team go Spurs go. But San Antonio has proven that they're here to stay. This is not the big problem though, bro. We talked a little bit about this a couple days ago when Kenise joined me. I just worry about Wemby's health. Guys that big, man. We saw it here in Houston with Yao Ming. Those big, tall, skinny guys. I mean, Kevin Durant is an anomaly. I just want to see Wemby stay healthy because literally sky's the limit for that dude. Literally. All right, Uriel. See you, pimp. But yeah, that's the thing is, bro, he's got to stay healthy. Yeah, that's all that means. Wemby's got to get it done quick. No time for the bullshit. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? Wemby has to keep the weight down. Actually, Wemby needs to put some weight on, but not just fat. And here's the thing, and I didn't get to this part when I talked to Kenise the other day, but Wemby needs to put on some muscle, but he's never going to be like Dwight Howard. He just doesn't have the frame for it. So he's never going to be a big dude. You know what I mean? But he can put on some LBs. You just don't want to put on the wrong LBs, right? Like Yao was kind of big for his size, but he had the frame for it. But Wemby's never going to be huge, but he does need to muscle up a little bit. Bash said 3 rings and an MVP and we straight. Yeah. I mean, look, bro, if anyone can do it, Wemby has the skill. Bro, some of the highlights of him blocking shots are just insane. Insane. Titan Hugo said, why not? Giannis did it. But Giannis had the frame for it. Giannis wasn't. What was Giannis's first year in the league? Let's see. 2013. Man, he was the 15th overall pick in that draft. First of all, that seems like over a decade ago. See what I did there? Who was the first pick in that draft? Oh, Lord Jesus. What? Anthony Bennett. Anthony Bennett was the number 1 overall pick to the Cavs. Victor Oladipo went second to the Magic. Otto Porter Jr. third. Cody Zeller fourth. Alex Len fifth. Nerlens Noel sixth. Ben McLemore 7. Contavious Caldwell Pope 8. Trey Burke 9. CJ McCollum 10. Michael Carter Williams 11. Steven Adams 12. Kelly Olynyk 13. Shabazz Muhammad 14. Giannis Antetokounmpo 15. That's good. That's a pretty good draft, though. A couple picks later, Dennis Schroeder. Who else is in that draft? Mason Plumlee. Ugh. Tim Hardaway Jr. Reggie Bullock. Rudy Gobert. 27th pick in the draft. Who did the Rockets take? Did they have a pick in that draft? Oh, it says, where's the Rockets pick in the first round? There we go. Andre Roberson was picked by Minnesota from Memphis via Houston, traded to Oklahoma City via Golden State. What the shit? Yeah, Houston that was no first round picks. That's fantastic. Yep. Their first pick in that draft was Isaiah Cannon. Woo! Yikes. I'm trying to see if there was anybody else in that draft. There was like, oh man, what a steal. I don't see. There was a Brown, James Ennis, Eric Green, Mike Muscala. Wow. Yeah, I don't see any other good names. Ray McCollum Jr., Glenn Rice Jr. I didn't even know Glenn Rice Jr. was a thing. Isaiah Cannon. Yeah. No, like, oh, wow, what a steal in the second round. But Giannis at 15 and Rudy Gobert at 27. That's two pretty solid picks. I was trying to find Giannis 2013. Let's see. Giannis Antetokounmpo 2013. Yeah, so this was, wow, that don't even look like him at all. Okay. Chrome resize. Bo. Nope, wrong one. I need that one. Here we go. That was Giannis in 2013, right there. And here's a better pick. So he was already like yoked up a little bit, bro. Hell, let me find. We can go pull him up now. Get just a fresh picture of Wemby right now, and not the same. Let's see. Oh, my stomach is growling, y'all. Eating a hole in my backbone. There we go. There's Wemby. You dig? I mean, not the same. It doesn't mean he's not going to be good. Again, he just doesn't have the same frame. So, yeah, I know. Isn't that crazy? Nobody better than the Greek Freak in that. I mean, he's going to go down as, how many MVPs has he already won? Is CC out? Oh, okay, I got to go. Happy New Year's to some of my favorite people. Love you guys. Love you, CC. Happy New Year. Yeah, I was the biggest Chinese dude that ever was. I'm still not convinced he was actually 4 Chinese dudes in a trench coat, right? Scooby-Doo style. I would have won a championship if it wasn't for these meddling kids. And it's just 4 Jeremy Lins. Okay, that's racist. KD can't bench 185. I dig. I know. Look, I get that. And KD is like the anomaly, though. But even Durant has had his own injury issues here and there. Let me see if I can find a Rockets KD photo. Not really. Well, I mean, there's one from shit ain't really changed. So I can't get to that photo. You raggedy bitch. Oh, here's a good one. Let me see if I can open this. It's on X. Ugh, hate that platform. Hate it. Here's KD. He's definitely more Wemby than Giannis. Yeah. And again, I say, he just needs to put on some muscle. He's never going to be huge. He just put on some muscle. He'd be good. Joe Bro said it's crazy, but he can push a basketball 27 feet. Right? Me and Wemby are built like the gods. Okay. That's crazy. I don't know what you're talking about, Total Dallas. Rockets legend Victor Oladipo. Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Did I miss anything? Yeah, I was like 350. That's true. Let me see if I can find a photo of Yao Ming Rockets. Let me see. So this was Yao. But Yao was just a big dude, right? Like he was, let's see, open image in new tab. That's good enough. That should work. There's Yao compared to Durant and Wemby. But yeah, Yao was just, and that's, I don't know how old that photo is of him. That was 2020. No, that's 2008. That was 2008. Yeah, that's not 2020. He wasn't playing it. So 2008, and he was drafted in 2002. Oh, man. Can we get a photo of Yao Ming 2002? Woo! He was skinny. Oh, man. He bulked up. He definitely bulked up. Let me see if I can open this image. Yeah, there it goes. There's Yao Ming 2002. Look at that. That's, I don't know when. But Yao put on more muscle than I thought he did. But he was never going to look like Giannis either. So, all right, this is enough looking at dudes' muscles. I've had enough of that. Let me close all this shit. All right. What did I miss over there on the YouTubes? Total Dallas. I'm not reading that, Total Dallas. That is racist. That is Karai check. That is racist. Karai check. So racist. Y'all had a big lower body. Yeah, that was part of the problem, is feet problems. With Yao, KD ain't banging. He's shooting J's. True that. All right, let's see. What did we not get to? I think we got everything in. Yep. As I see it, fantasy, NFL. Oh, we didn't do any NFL. We'll just take a quick gander at the schedule. I mean, there's really only 3 games that matter. By the way, Texas up 24-20 on Michigan. 13:25 left in the 4th. Your NFL schedule. I think we took a peek at it, didn't we? What? What is this? Jen. I didn't make the graphic because I forgot. Today is. Oh, why is that offline? What? That's not good. Fuck. Well, I just want to say thank you to Jen and to my sweet, sweet Donna for their Thankful Thursdays on a Wednesday. Because we ain't doing a show tomorrow. But I thank you ladies both. You're both amazing. You both know how much you mean to me. And I appreciate your continued support of this show. Jen sent it in and said, thankful whatever day. Thank you, Jen. Love you, boo-boo. And Donna said, Happy New Year. Thank you, Donna, for your $10 Thankful Thursday and Jen for your $5 Thankful Thursday. Love you guys. Thank you guys very much. Hey, Alec! Happy New Year, brother. I hope you have a great new year and a badass 2026. Nope. I was going to look at the NFL schedule right fast for you guys. There we go. Zoom in so you can see it better. So tomorrow there's a couple of decent games. Obviously one of them's a playoff game. Or actually both of the games that we are doing the pick 'em for is not tomorrow, Saturday. So make sure you get your picks in before 3:30 on Saturday. If you don't, it won't count. So it's got to be in for the first game. But both of those have huge playoff implications. So they've been flexed to ABC. And Seattle, San Francisco is for the number 1 seed. And Carolina, Tampa Bay, winners in. Loser, get out. See ya. Alec, what you think, brother? You think your Bucks are going to win? My old ass is staying inside. Me too, dude. I haven't been anywhere in forever. We did the NFL police report. Oh, that's true. That's true. Other good games, 7:20. Of course, it's on NBC and Peacock. Fuck you, Fubo. Fuck you. Baltimore, Pittsburgh. Winner goes to the playoffs. Loser goes home. I don't know. I thought they were going to flex Philly, Washington. That was going to be crazy. Houston, Indy, Jacksonville, Tennessee. Means nothing. Buffalo, the Jets. So you got Sunday's games are Atlanta, New Orleans. That's just a fight for pride. Cincy, Cleveland. Battle of Ohio. Minnesota, Green Bay means nothing. Dallas and the Giants means nothing. The AFC South games. The only thing about these AFC South games, if Jacksonville somehow loses to Tennessee and Houston beats Indy, Houston wins the AFC South. Those games both are played at noon. Pretty crazy. Buffalo, the Jets. Chicago at Detroit means nothing. Denver and the Chargers really means nothing. Now, I say means nothing. Let me real quick. Let's see. You know what? I have it in a good email. So Panthers could lose, and if the Falcons win, Panthers win the division and get the playoff spot. If the Falcons win against the Saints, we are out of the playoffs regardless. Is that true? I didn't know that. Let's see. Where is my email? The Athletic had all of the NFL playoff scenarios. Let me see. 65 game rule is dumb. Did I delete that shit? It was all of the scenarios. Here we go. NFL games that matter. Week 18 games that matter. Carolina, Tampa Bay. Early line, Tampa is favored by 3. NFC 4th seed. Falcons win over the Rams on Monday through a dramatic wrench in the NFC South. The simple scenario, a Panthers win clinches the NFC South. If the Bucs win, both teams will be watching Atlanta-New Orleans game. A Bucs-Falcons win combination this weekend puts 3 teams in first with 8-9 records. The Panthers would win that tiebreaker. Wow. That's crazy. Let's see. Oh. Games with both teams motivated. Carolina, Tampa Bay, Baltimore, Pittsburgh. Yeah. Let's see. Where's this? Oh, we did that one. Seattle, San Francisco. The winner takes the number 1 seed in the NFC. Rams lost to Atlanta. Ensured Seahawks can fall no lower than 5th. If the Niners lose, they would need the Rams to lose to the Cardinals. Ain't happening to avoid falling to the 6th seed. That's crazy. Houston can win the AFC South with a win and a Jacksonville loss. They cannot climb higher than the 3 seed. A loss combined with a Buffalo and Chargers win would drop them to the 7 seed. Well, they ain't going to lose, but they might. But Bills and Chargers wins. Jacksonville has a wide range of outcomes from grabbing the number 1 seed with a win and a Denver and New England loss to falling to the 5th seed with a loss and a Texans win. A win combined with either Denver or New England loss would move them to the 2 seed. Jags play before Denver and New England. So they want to get to the clubhouse with the lead. Yeah, there's a lot of scenarios left. Green Bay is the only team in the NFL that knows precisely where it will be seated after week 18. That's crazy. That's crazy. There's a lot. Let's see. Let me go to the standings. And yeah, there you go. So yeah, all those teams could be 13-4 theoretically. But right now, if the playoffs started today, as they say, Houston would play. So Denver would have a first round bye. New England would play Buffalo. Jacksonville would play the Chargers. And I think Houston at the 5th spot, that's the spot you want to be right now. You want to be the 5th seed in this AFC. You want to play Pittsburgh. You absolutely want to play Pittsburgh. I know you got to go on the road, so it's probably going to be cold. But you definitely want to play Pittsburgh over all these. If you're any of these teams, Houston, the Chargers, Buffalo, or even Jacksonville, you don't want to play each other. You want to play Pittsburgh. Over in the NFC, they said Green Bay is 7, so that ain't changing. The Rams could go to 5. They could be 12-5. San Francisco would be 12-5. Because, again, you want to be the 5th seed. Because you're playing the winner of the NFC South, which is either going to be Carolina or Tampa Bay. No offense, Alec, but I'll take my chances playing them as opposed to the 6th seed playing Philly or, having to play Chicago. But if Philly wins and Chicago loses, for example, you move to that 2nd seed, you got to play Green Bay. It is home, but you still got to play Green Bay. And I think I'd be okay with that. But what you don't want to be right now, if you're Philly and you're like, damn, we may have an opening round game against the Rams. Yikes. That's the big one. Is that 3-6 matchup. It's going to suck for 3. So man, there's still Baltimore is beating Pittsburgh. Diggs was claimed by Green Bay. Was he really? Trayvon Diggs claimed by Green Bay. There you go. Hey, what up, Cisco? Three-way tie with losing records. Crazy. I ain't judging with a three-way tie for first is either a tough-ass division or a scrub division. Yeah, that's true. If Dallas, New York has the highest ratings of the 12 and 3-time slots, y'all better not say shit. It ain't going to happen, partner. Atlanta technically still has a slight chance. That's also crazy. But no, they don't because they've been eliminated, it says. They've actually been mathematically eliminated. Tampa has the tiebreaker over Atlanta based on best win percentage in common games. So they've actually been eliminated because if the Falcons win, they move to 8-9. If Tampa loses, they would be 8-9. Carolina loses, they would be 8-9. But I think they would lose the tiebreak there somewhere along the way. Caleb, 270 yards passing from 4K. Perry said he just looked. Let's see. Can the Falcons still make the playoffs? No, Falcons have already been eliminated. They finished the season with a 7-9 record. No, it's not done. Where was that email though? Let me see if I can find. Where was it? So a Bucks Falcons win combination puts 3 teams in first with 8-9 records. The Panthers would win that tiebreaker. So for the Panthers to make it, both the Bucks and Falcons have to lose. Or no, I'm sorry, for the Bucks to make it, the Panthers and Falcons have to lose. Yeah. So the Bucks have to beat the Panthers, and then it doesn't matter. If the Bucks win, both teams will be watching the Atlanta game. If the Falcons win, then the Panthers are in. If the Falcons lose, the Bucks are in. That's crazy. Panthers win, they clinch it. If they lose, man, that's wild. Falcons game matters for the other 2 teams. They're out either way. Yeah. That's what I thought. That's what it says. It has the big ass E next to it for eliminated. But that's still some interesting scenarios. Very interesting. All right, let's get out of here. We're going to do a little privatization for a bit. And then I'm going to go make me some din for me and the wife. Watch some college foosball. Titans can help the Texans, so I say they start Will Levis. Yeah. Part of that would be like, hey, we want a higher draft pick. Jets ain't beating Buffalo unless they rest everybody, because Buffalo can't really move, can they? Oh, they can. They could go to 12-5. If Houston and the Chargers lose, they'd be the 5th seed. Well, Buffalo's definitely going to be playing everybody against the Jets. This is crazy. Who do the Chargers play? Denver. Woo! Chargers could end up being the 7th seed. Buffalo plays the Jets. Houston plays Indy. Yeah, so the Chargers could fall to 7. Buffalo move up to 6. Can move up to 5. Because if they both win, the Texans and Buffalo, because Texans have a tiebreaker over Buffalo and the Chargers, which is why they're in 5th. So Texans just need to take care of business. They just need to win. Because then you're either the 3rd seed with a home game or you're playing Pittsburgh. I like that. But 3rd seed would mean you're either playing the Chargers, the Bills, maybe even the Jags. That's a lot going on. Shit. All right. Happy New Year, you sons of bitches. Total Al said he's rooting for the worst case scenario for Houston. Worst case scenario would be they were called the Cowboys. Suck it, nerd. All right. I will see you guys next year. Don't make those jokes. Please, for the love of God, stop making those fucking jokes. I'll see y'all on Monday or in the private hour if you're a Patreon member. All right? We'll have a little fun, wrap up the year. Cece's a bitch. I thought you were gone, Cece. And he started it. I love you guys. Happy 2025. Here's to a fantastic 2026. I'll see you guys in the private hour, or I'll see you next week. Whatever it is, man, y'all honestly be safe tonight and tomorrow and always, but definitely be safe tonight if you're out on the roads. Be kind to each other. We need more kindness in 2026. And most importantly, love each other. That's very important too. And I will see you guys soon. I love you. Happy New Year. Fokker out.